Well, let's have a quick rattle through the papers this morning then with writer and journalist Emma Wolfe and HuffPost UK political editor Kevin Schofield. Good morning to you both.
Hello.
With your background, Emma, we better start with the Sunday Telegraph and looking at literature.
Well, yeah, it is about Shakespeare, but more importantly, do you say dinner or supper? What do you say for your evening meal?
Tea.
Tea. Thought you might.
Yeah,
Supper.
we say tea now. When I'd grown up, I said dinner. Supper was like a snack.
Yeah, supper was a slice of toast before bed. Yeah.
Supper, really?
Yeah.
And what do you say for your midday meal?
Dinner.
Lunch.
Yeah.
Lunch.
A database has been put together with about 20,000 words showing how Shakespeare used language. And apparently Shakespeare said dinner for his midday meal, which I would call lunch, and he used supper for the evening meal.
Oh.
Dinner and supper.
But tea is hilarious. I've just been asking someone out the back whether they would invite a girl for tea. They said no, but they would say
Coffee.
tea at home with their mam up north, but dinner if you're going to invite someone out for a meal in a restaurant.
Oh, I see. So
Yeah, yeah. You wouldn't say you're going out to a restaurant for your tea.
For your tea.
No, so
you
you said
wouldn't.
dinner for that.
We
But it was always breakfast, dinner, tea.
yeah.
Dinner at lunchtime.
Yeah.
It's lunch.
I think it was when I was a child. I think dinner was lunch.
Yeah,
Dinner
but
was
like
at
dinner
lunchtime.
ladies, you see.
Yeah,
That's
no,
true,
that's
yeah.
true. Yeah, you have dinner ladies.
One of our daughter's friends came round to the house and my wife said, do you want your tea with us? And she was, oh, I don't drink tea.
Yeah.
It's meant dinner.
Yeah.
So it's just different houses.
Isn't it funny?
Yeah.
But
But I think it's regional, isn't it?
It is regional, yeah. Up north, there's a lot more dinner
It's
going
not
on at
like it is.
lunchtime and
But
tea going on at dinner time.
Supper.
Supper.
Sounds
Okay.
so posh
It's
to
very
me.
posh. If you say supper for your dinner,
Tea, yeah.
to me, or your tea,
Yeah.
to me that's really
No, my
Yeah.
parents would invite friends round for a light supper.
Yes, a light supper.
Yeah. Charming, isn't it?
Isn't
Lovely
it?
idea.
Yeah, funny.
And then high
Tea.
tea. Do you remember high tea, Anne?
Yeah, yes, exactly. I was going to say tea. This probably comes from colonial times, doesn't it?
Yeah.
When, we're out in India, and that's when you always
A
had
cup of tea and a
Because
crumpet or something
Because it
at
was
4
a date.
o'clock.
It was a time of day when you
Yeah.
you
Oh, is that high
behaved in a
tea
certain
about
way.
4
High
o'clock?
tea, you'd have
Yeah.
something in between the
4
sort of
o'clock.
lunch and dinner. Or
We
something.
never had high tea, but you shouldn't have a biscuit for 11s.
Oh,
yeah.
11s. Oh, bring back
If
11s.
you went out for the day on a Sunday, you'd maybe stop in at a hotel or something for your high tea.
High tea.
And it came with toast.
Oh,
You
Yeah.
ever had that?
Yeah, toast.
So it's like
toast.
dinner. You have maybe like fish and chips.
tea and toast.
And then have
Goes
toast
together.
with it. It always seemed a bit bizarre. Weird.
Bread and butter.
But also,
That
I
was a
think
high tea.
people eat differently. Like, if you have dinner in the middle of the day, often that's your main meal, whereas other people have their main meal in the evening. So
Oh,
maybe it's
maybe.
a sort of regional difference of when you have your main meal.
Oh, maybe.
I'm
that's
fascinated by
interesting.
the fact that Shakespeare even talked about dinner.
So
When does he talk about dinner? I don't. Can you think of a quote when he talks about
no.
dinner?
No, I can't at all.
Emma can.
His characters never sit down for
absolutely
dinner.
can't. Don't even try
Yes, it's
it.
in there somewhere.
Very
Out
weird.
down Spos, time for dinner.
But what's weird is that he was down south and he was calling it dinner at lunchtime, whereas most of his contemporaries in the south were calling it lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. How we go from that to naked people in Sherwood Forest, I don't know, Kevin.
Well, yeah, apparently, yeah, Sherwood Forest, obviously of Robin Hood
Snack
fame,
boxes.
is popular with naturists. And bird watchers have been
Twitchers.
startled with
Startled.
their binoculars have been steaming up,
Oh.
looking not at birds but other unmentionable things. Now, I would have thought, though, that going
Unmentionable.
naked into a forest is potentially quite painful.
I would have thought so.
We don't want to wear shoes.
Rose thorn, well, but can you be naked? But I'm not thinking about that. I'm thinking about, you brush up against rose bushes and
But maybe the
nettles.
naturists-
Oh,
Ow,
nettles.
ow,
things.
ow.
Can you imagine?
Naturists are making it a destination for themselves, are they?
Apparently, and some people said, according to the RSPB, have gone even further, and they had to call in the police because they were planning to have a party of sorts, a naked party.
A naked
you know,
party.
call it.
Party.
In Sherwood Forest, it's a long way to go.
Well, they're all gathering around the great oak, aren't they? And
Absolutely. It does sound a little bit
What
potentially
is
quite
this growing
prickly.
trend for wanting to take off your clothes?
I don't get it myself.
I don't.
No.
oh well, but you've got to be free with nature. Free with nature. I'm all for it. I wouldn't want to do it
I'm all
myself.
for nude, naked swimming, but I don't really want to be naked in a cold, rainy, wet forest with all
And if
rose
swimming
bushes
till
and
you're,
thorns around.
no one
no.
can see you from the neck down anyway.
Well, certainly not if there's loads of ornithologists looking at around their binoculars
you know,
at you.
absolutely.
Birders looking at the...
There you go. On that note, Kevin, Emma, thanks very much indeed. Here's your weather.